Hey guys, it's Sarah. Today's video is going to be part 2 of my Shop My Stash. So I'm going to be doing a look using the products that I picked out in Tuesday's video, and I explained in that video how I'm keeping a similar format to what I used to do with my monthly makeup basket and Shop My Stash series, but I am switching it up a bit and incorporating some of your favorite makeup trends and techniques and current makeup releases that you've been eyeing, and choosing products from my collection that go along with those themes. So a lot of the products are kind of minimal, glowy products, pastel eyeshadows, things like that. I'll link you to Tuesday's video so you can hear more about my thought process and the products I chose. But today I'm going to be doing a look using probably not every single product, but as many of these products as I can fit on my face for a look. And this look is also inspired by a look that I saw on Kathleen Light's Instagram last week, or about a week and a half ago. But she has this beautiful pastel peachy eyeshadow on her lid, and then on her lower lash line she has like a yellow, and then she used a lot of blush kind of across her cheeks and even on her nose a little bit. She had a really pretty, very glossy lip. Really beautiful look, and it's exactly the style of makeup that I'm super into right now, and I felt like it was also along the lines of what you guys are really into right now from what I heard. So let's get started. I'm definitely going to keep my base very glowy, and I'm going to use my Project Pan items because they just so happen to be very glowy face products, starting with the CoverGirl Vitalist Go Glow Luminizing Lotion, and this is just kind of a glowy, lotiony primer. Should probably pull my hair back, shouldn't I? And then for my foundation, I'm going to just be using my Balm Shelter Tinted Moisturizer. A lot of people seem to be really into these more light coverage products these days. And I also saw that a lot of you guys are into just using your fingers to apply things lately, and me too. I feel like we're all kind of on the same page with our makeup style right now. Definitely with you guys on the kind of minimal makeup, but yeah, I usually use my fingers to apply any kind of tinted moisturizer. I feel like it just does the best job. So next I'm using my Jordana Take Cover Concealer. I love this concealer so much. It's running low. Been kind of, well, I've had it for a while, but I've just been using it so much. It's a really nice, just kind of hydrating concealer. It blends in super quickly. I think I will use my fingers for this too. I've also been really into skincare lately, and I've actually just shared my skincare routine last weekend, so I'll link that, but I feel like my skin's just been in such good shape because I finally found a really good skincare routine for myself, and so I've just been more into these light coverage products and just letting my skin show through more. And then I've also been going through another phase where I'm really into like my full coverage Pacifica foundation. But I don't know, I've been kind of oscillating between the two. Just gonna do a light dusting of this e.l.f. HD powder in Soft Luminance. Okay, so in Kathleen's look, she used a mixture of 3 different flower blush bombs. They were the shades Pinched, Melon, and Bubbly. I only have one shade. I do have Pinched. I might actually start with my River Organics Pinch Cheek Color. I shared this. This is a matte color. Actually, so is the flower. I'm just gonna apply some of this with my finger, and then I'll probably add some of Flower Pinched as well. This is gonna be a very blush heavy look. I may even skip setting powder altogether. I love this cream blush. You do kind of have to get it warmed up on your finger, but once it's warmed up, it really is beautiful. This is one of those like really small, lesser known brands that I shared about in my full face of eco-friendly and ethical brands. It comes in a paper compostable tube. Adding some to the bridge of my nose. I may even skip bronzer, I haven't decided, but I'm gonna bring this up my temples as well, and even like onto my brow bone a little bit. Sort of trying out the blush draping technique, creating almost a sunburned effect, and sort of just sweeping it across here. In her look, she almost has blush like all the way up to her under eyes. I may add some Pinched. I'm just gonna go for it. Just gonna put some on the back of my hand here. This is more peachy as opposed to, it's funny, these have similar shade names. This is Pinched, and this is Pinch. This one is more pinky and cool tone. This one is more peachy. Just gonna rub that on the back of my hand, and then I'm not putting it straight on top, I'm almost putting it a little bit lower so that there's almost like a gradient effect here. I'm gonna take a little bit more of the River Organics one and bring it up even a little higher, like almost to my under eye. I don't normally do this. Okay, so she is wearing both bronzer and highlight. I'm gonna just dust a little bit of my e.l.f. bronzer from this Total Face palette. It's in my project pan. And it looks like she's got some highlight like on the tip of her nose. I think I'll use my Becca Highlight in Champagne Pop and dust that just a little bit on my cheekbones. Going for a very juicy look. That was her caption. It's like so juicy. So we're gonna try to emulate that. For a powder highlight, this is such a juicy highlight. Love it. And yes, I'm bringing it down the nose. I know that's controversial, but I do like a highlighted nose look sometimes. Moving on to the eyes now. I'm going to prime my eyelids and do my brows, and then I'll come back for the eyeshadow. In my Shop My Stash, I brought out this e.l.f. Best Friend eyeshadow duo in Peach Squad. I haven't even used it yet, and I've had it for a little while. And then I also brought out my ColourPop singles in Wait For It and Tiki. I think I want to start with this e.l.f. shadow just because I haven't used it yet, and just start kind of putting that all over my lid and into the crease. I just want to see what this shadow is all about. I feel like I'm having a hard time getting it evenly on there, but it could be because I didn't set my eye primer. It is pretty and pigmented though. I am really building it up. And I am blending it up slightly, just enough to be blended, but I'm not taking it up too high. And she had hers kind of winged out here. It's really pretty. I don't know if I'm gonna have mine be quite as structured as hers. Pulling in more of a detailed crease brush and creating a little bit of a wing. I normally kind of wing out my eyeshadow anyway. Alright, I feel like it's getting a little messy and a little asymmetrical. I'm gonna take this face powder and clean it up a little bit. I definitely took it higher up than she did, so I'm kind of trying to correct that a little bit. Okay, so I think she used like a retractable pencil liner in her waterline that was yellow. I don't have a yellow eyeliner, so I'm just gonna use a yellow shadow. I'm just gonna use ColourPop Tiki. I am gonna try to keep that pretty close to my lash line though. And I am gonna add a little bit more of the peach, just slightly below that, because I think she brought the peach down too. Okay, so other than that, I don't think she's wearing any eyeliner. She's just wearing a light coat of mascara, so I am going to try to do the same. I'm used to like piling it on because I love like thick lashes, but I think sometimes just a nice light coat looks really nice. I'm using the CoverGirl LashBlast Volume. This is a slightly more natural looking mascara, not quite as dramatic as some others, but you could do this with any mascara. Just kind of doing one light coat. She has a very small amount on her bottom lashes too. Just a little bit. I usually like put a ton on, so I'm just trying to be very light-handed here. So now that my eyeshadow is done, I'm gonna go back into my brows with my e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel to kind of create that fluffy-ish brow effect. She definitely did that with this look, and I'm really into that look recently too. A lot of you guys are too. So, and like I said, my brows are already filled in, but I'm kind of just combing them upward with this product and then just slightly brushing them back out, but keeping them mostly pointed upward, but just sort of flattening them out a tiny bit on the top. I really like using a brow gel like this because you can really manipulate the shape and just make them look even more fluffy and volumized than they otherwise would. So finally, she has a very glossy lip going on. She's wearing the Catrice Lip Foundation Pencil in 01 and the ColourPop So Juicy Pumping Gloss in Oddies. I don't really feel the need to line my lips really, so I'm just gonna use my ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in Champagne Mommy. I love this color. I don't like the applicator. I've been very vocal about that, but I do like the formula and the color. I didn't end up powdering my face other than the under eyes and then like the little bit of powder bronzer that I used. But other than that, I just kind of wanted to leave it because I don't really feel like tinted moisturizer needs to be set necessarily unless you really want to. So kind of just, I liked leaving it kind of glowy. I love this look. Thank you, Kathleen, for the inspiration, and thank you to all of you for sharing your current favorite makeup trends and techniques. I feel like we're all really kind of on the same page when it comes to what we're liking right now with makeup. Yeah, loving just like the monochromatic eye look with just like one matte pastel shade all over the lid. I think it's so pretty, so different, and really not very hard to do either. You really just need like one brush, maybe two, to blend it, but yeah. Wow, I'm really digging this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you to look within your own collection and find ways to use the products you already have to do these different kinds of techniques and trends. Let me know if you like this new Shop My Stash format. I really had fun with it, so I'm hoping you guys enjoyed it as well. And I definitely plan to keep doing this monthly if you guys are into it. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.